Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special guest. Now we're currently at Kings Park and here with me is my very own mom. So interesting vlog ni siya, kaya with my own mother. So Ma, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello, good morning. My name is Star and I am Jamrel's mom. My real name is actually Estrella, so that's where the name Jamrel came from, the rel in your name. So that's from my name Estrella. But here in Thailand, they call me Star.
Anyways, Ma, we're here to talk about, how you came here to Thailand, what brought you here, and especially what you went through to bring your whole family here to Thailand. Okay, Ma, so my first question for you today is, how did you get this opportunity to work here in Thailand?
Oh, from a friend. So my friend was invited, and my friend shared with me that invitation. So we both applied, and we were both hired.
Okay, so just a quick background, Ma, what do you do here in Thailand?
I am an English teacher, and I have been here for 14 years. I have been teaching here in one school only. So I don't want to say that it's good to stay in one school only, but that is my own way of finding stability in my work.
I see. Wow, very interesting, Mano. So you said that you got this opportunity because of a friend. So can you tell me, Ma, when this was offered to you, like what went in your mind? Like why did you decide to take this opportunity? Why not just stay in the Philippines? May trabaho ka naman. Why come here to Thailand?
For better future. Actually, it's because of the both of you and your ate. Because in the Philippines, I had this friend who sent all his children to universities outside our province, outside Bohol, big universities. And when I asked him why, he said, mga bright kuno iyang mga anak. So funny. But then, there was something which is deeper in meaning when it comes to saying my children are smart, because I also realized na bright man pod akong mga anak. And then so I have to prepare myself for their university. And I also noticed that even the owners of our school where I worked with in the Philippines, they also sent their children to schools outside our province. They sent them to Cebu, to Manila. So I had this already in my heart na I really have to find ways in order to earn more in preparation for the university degrees of my children. So, and that opportunity came in 2008. So I just grabbed it.
Okay, Ma, so now that you have talked about the opportunity, no, can you tell me what was it like for you first coming to Thailand 14 years ago? So if you were to convert that to a person, that's like a 14-year-old teenager na, no? Like, that's how long you've been in Thailand. So what was it like for you coming here 14 years ago?
Honestly, I cannot recall exactly what was my feeling, but then I was ready. I was 38 years old when I came here, so I was not young. So that plan had been in my mind for a long time. So I was just waiting for the right time to come, and that was it. So I said, "This is it. I'm in Thailand, so I'm ready to come." So that's it.
I see. And so, like, what were the challenges when you first came? Were you very culture shocked? I know that the people, we look similar, no? But then at the same time, we also speak in different languages. We have very different cultures. Were you culture shocked when you first came to Thailand?
It was just something normal for me because I dreamed of it long time ago. So that was it. That was the realization of my dream. And what was shocking maybe was the food, because it's
spicy.
really hot and spicy.
Okay.
I'm not into eating food which is spicy.
Pero
And
there's
the
still
language
rice.
of the people also. There's rice, of course. It's normal. Actually, there was not much of a problem of me coming to Thailand, arriving to Thailand for the first time. The people look the same, just the language is different.
I know usually the dynamics in the Philippines, usually one member of the family goes abroad and the other stays in the Philippines. Why did you decide to bring us all to Thailand? But was it because you were lonely, or were there other reasons na you decided to bring us all instead of just being the only one here working abroad in Thailand?
I have two big prayers in my life. The first one is to see you grow up, you and your ate, and to grow old with my husband. So I have to stick to that prayer because that's my prayer ever since I got married. So As a mom, I am hands-on. I really have to wake up early in the morning to prepare your food, although we had helpers. Helpers, daghan gyud. Sarado ha. Okay, so I had to prepare your food. I had to iron your clothes, wash your clothes, and then train you in competitions. Kay mga bride lagi mo. Kinahanglan
Ala
gyud,
lang siya
kinahanglan
dapat.
gyud nga standbyan gyud sa mama kay fathers are different. So Papa is like, okay, okay,
Okay
you
lang, go
practice
lang.
and that's okay, go. And that's it. No. So for me, you really have to, I really want to bring the best out in you. And I believed, as a mom, personally, I believe that only me can do that to my own children because I know them very well. Another thing also is, of course, the budget. It's very hard to separate the budget. So I have to send money to the Philippines and I have to allow also budget for myself here. So I want it to be just one budget for the whole family.
So the way you budgeted was different from how Papa budgets, right? So would you say it was better when you brought us to the family when we were complete compared to when it was just Papa bringing me and Ate up in the Philippines alone?
Yes, yes, very, very different. And aside from that, the feeling of being with your own children and your husband, living in one home as one, that's already satisfying, and that's already 100% happiness. Although there are challenges actually.
I see. And but when I already know the answers to this now, but then what was it like when you first brought us here? What were the conditions that we lived in? Just to let the audience know what struggles we went to specifically. Since we were new, no, we were not, we were not born of the silver spoon. We were not that rich in the Philippines, but you tried hard, and then you brought us to Thailand. What was paint me a picture of what our living conditions were like when we first came to Thailand 14 years ago.
Very simple life. So when I first came here, I live in the school condominium. It's apartment actually, one room. And then when you came, I rented the next room because there were four of us. So that's it. And then we didn't have just the basic things. We had the bed and the closet, but we don't have plates and tables. So we used boxes.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
we put our plates and eat there, not the table. And we sat on the floor.
I remember too, like we had like cardboards that we put on the floor. So it was, when you think about it, it's very basic. Like, if you would consider, it would be like when you first move into an apartment or a house by yourself, wala kang furniture at all. It was just the basics, just a bed, like a closet, yung foldable ano din no, na tables. And when we washed clothes, nagka-hand wash tayo, diba? Like kuso talaga, kuso. And then yung balde, yung kuso. Usually, if you're more affluent or you have money, bumibili ka ng washing machine, diretso mo nang lagay, tapos paglabas na, it's already dry. But for us, then we had very humble beginnings. And really, there is no shame in that. No, that's where we
I
came
was very
from.
proud of that beginning actually.
What about basic necessities? Did we ever go hungry or naputlan ba tag tubig or wala kay? Of course, we know what it's like not to really not have a lot. So, how about basic necessities? Did you struggle with providing that for us, for me and for Ate?
Honestly, no, wala. Because the cost of living in Thailand is low. Food is cheap. Everything, it's cheap, very affordable. You really can live here comfortably. Basta ka mao lang ka mo budget. You go to the market, very different. No, cheap kayo ang mga tanan mga palaliton. Barato ra kayo. So wala la ko the experience struggling with basic necessities. Even your clothes,
Okay.
it's not expensive here. It's just cheap. So our salary is more than enough, okay, to buy those things for you. Although not that we didn't have that much, especially that you were in school. But then it's okay, no problem when it comes to basic necessities.
Ano ba, just like I guess an overview. When it comes to the food, how much on average, let's say, a kilo of rice or a kilo of fish, para to give the audience na an understanding of how much it costs to eat here.
We mean before now, because now we buy we buy berry rice now, yellow rice and jasmine,
Healthier, of course.
healthier this time. But before, and until this time, you can buy like 20 baht per kilo of rice, 25, 30, up to you. And Thailand class is more of sale full, you know
Malakas
that one.
mag-sale,
Oh,
yes.
like at 8 o'clock, go to the mall and you can buy the food that you want half the price, especially the fresh products.
When they're about to close,
Fruits,
no,
and
the
they're about to
malls and the
close,
markets.
50% off. So you can buy, you can eat those food, expensive food, but a certain time in the evening, you can avail of it 50% or 30%.
I see. So there's
That's
always
one thing here.
opportunities,
Very,
yeah.
very, very, very
Affordable.
affordable, very satisfying to know.
We went through some really challenging moments, Noma, especially when we first came to Thailand. Pinoy na, we had money, but it was not that much. You had your jobs, you and Papa had jobs. What for you was the most challenging part of coming to Thailand with us na here, all four of us?
Your education.
Why? What about the education?
When I worked in a Thai school, we have English program, but then there are also subjects which are taught in Thai. So it was very difficult because Thai language is hard to learn, and then it's not okay to see you struggling with the language, but we were able to overcome it. No worries, because there is always solution to all the problems. Like I hired Thai tutors for you. For
Yeah, I
you and
remember
for
that.
Ate. And then we had discounts because these Thai tutors are new teachers in our school, and the payment was not that high, and we're friends.
Yeah.
So just find your way to solve your problem.
And I think ano din, just to add to that, people are worried na, oh, what about the language? I think compared to 14, a decade ago, 10, 14 years ago, people today are more able to speak English. Just from what I've noticed, because before, when I first came here, like people spoke little to no English at all. But now when you speak to someone in English, kahit basic lang, people are able to understand. So if you work hard enough to learn the language, couple that with speaking in English, then I think, yeah, very able to survive na. And we have applications. We have, mobile internet. There is Google Translate na. If you get lost, then you can use those apps to help you commute, know which buses to ride. May Grab naman. So really, language is it's a challenge, yes, but nothing that you won't be able to get through.
Correct.
Did you have doubts coming to Thailand? Did you ever doubt yourself? Maybe I won't survive, I won't thrive. Did you ever have doubts coming here to Thailand?
Yes, of course I have, because the invitation was to teach English in Thailand. And my major doesn't align with the need. So, Filipino major ko. So, nahadlok gud ko kay basid di ko kamaoy nag-abot didto. But then when I came here, okay naman di ay.
I see.
Okay na
What
di
did
ay.
you do? Like, what did you do ma to be able to get that job? Na it did not align with your course. What did you have to do in order to do well at your work?
And first and foremost, if you're a graduate of any bachelor's degree, you can work here in Thailand, whatever is your major. But education is an advantage. So if you're an education graduate, it's an advantage. But then, as to the kind of, you can always study. You can always study, learn. And when I came here, I first taught in the kindergarten. My last assignment in the Philippines was in the college, the university. I taught in the College of Education. And when I taught in Thailand, I was assigned, my first year, I was assigned in kindergarten/7. So kindergarten section 7. So you can just imagine the the challenge. So many, like 20 plus children.
Sections?
Oh no, section 7.
Section
Section 7. But
Okay.
in one class, like 20, 25 students.
I
But there
see.
were two of us. There were two of us. So can you imagine, from a university teacher teaching in the kindergarten/7 class, and then grade 1. So it took me some time to adjust. But since I am a teacher, so the challenge was accepted, and I was able to adjust. Not only that, I also taught art, social studies. So after years, so I am now in the high school department, teaching English in the high school department. So everything is okay now.
Wow, just imagining, no, from college students na these students are mature, bigyan mo lang assignment, they do it themselves, to being a kindergarten teacher na saya-saya ka all the time.
Yes.
Paano pag kailangan nila mag-CR, kailangan samahan ng teaching assistant, di ba? So, pero I think one advantage, since you were still in the education, I think the principles are still the same. It's just the
Yes, they are
subjects.
just the same. And the fact also that I have my own children helped me a lot in adjusting to these ages of children.
So for those Filipinos, no, who want to come here, especially if education graduate ka, pero iba yung course mo, you can still learn because the principles of education are the same. You just have to, I guess, double down, study, siguro, study more, if supplement what your work will be with additional studies, diba? So it's very possible. So no worries there.
No worries. You can do it.
If you could go back in time, would you change anything with what you did, or was there something that you would like to, do differently if you could go back in time?
Really handling my finances. So again, although we sent you to Ateneo and it's quite expensive, but still we we lived a comfortable life with Papa. So we just enjoy life. That's not bad actually, but to the point of not thinking about our retirement because we're not that old that time. It's like I was too late to realize, I was too late to learn about financial literacy. So this is one thing really that I wanna share with other people. It was actually Jamrel who first told me about financial literacy and sent me financial books, financial literacy books. So I read some of those, but then it sank on my mind like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I was already in my 50s. So that's the only thing, my regret. So it's like I didn't understand that we have to like save and then save for emergency fund and then save the money, invest the money. So mine was I save a lot and then spend it and let the money sleep in the bank. So it's like very traditional way of keeping the money.
What if their situations are not different? What if they don't have Filipino friends at work? No, where else can they find this, Filipino friends or people they can reach out to?
Find a church. That's actually the first thing that we did when we came to Thailand. Go to church and you will find there Filipinos. Filipinos really are so religious that you can find them in every church here in Thailand. Whether it's Thai, but it's a mass in Thai or a mass in English. So just go to a church and especially find a community. It's really fulfilling. It's an advantage also because you will find many friends. You will connect to different people, not only Filipinos but other nationalities also when you join communities here in Thailand. Ang experience namo is ingon ani with the members of the community. Mayon sila nga, Ben, that's her papa's name. Ben, serve gyud ka sa church kay when you serve the church, you will be blessed, and not only you, the blessings will go down to the from generation to generation, especially to your children. So, magina nasulod sa ulo namo nga kung ma-serve mi sa church, i-bless among mga anak. So mo na among gihimo, and true to that belief, it really happened. So whatever blessings you have now, I would say it's from the Lord. It's not because you are smart. It's not because we supported you. It's all coming from God. It's a blessing from God.
Wow. Okay. So, like we have our different beliefs, and it's very humbling to know that, it's not just us. There was a greater power from, the power from God that really truly blessed us and our family, that really guided us. Also, I want to point out then for Filipinos who do not have the same religion, no, of course I understand that we are diverse. There are also other groups that you can join. So for us, we're Roman Catholics. I have a cousin she's also Christian but another denomination. Si Ate Ruth, what was her religion? Protestant ba? Protestant. There's also that community, and if you are not part of any religious community or you would not like to join, there are also Facebook groups for Filipinos in Thailand. So wherever you are, maraming Pilipino po dito sa Thailand. So don't worry about coming here. There are always people willing to help, because there are people too who were where you were. So like us then, humble beginnings, and I guess we're just here to pass on the information to help out, because we understand how difficult it is, no, to come here and to not know things. So thank you guys so much for watching. Ma, do you have any last words sa ato ang audience for today?
Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can just comment down below. So maybe I can help you. I can answer your questions.
Yes, so thank you guys so much for watching. No, we hope that you could also like and subscribe to this video. Comment if you have any questions. And really, all this information is free. All we ask is that you just engage and like and subscribe, because with the YouTube algorithm, no, the more that you like and subscribe and you comment and engage, the more YouTube suggests this video to other people, and in that same way, we might be able to help other Filipinos then. So tulong-tulungan lang tayo ng mga kababayan. So thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.